Oh dear. You know what? I don't do this. There's certain things I absolutely hate, and one of the things I hate is people talking about things that they don't really know anything about. I'm politically and historically and even geographically a total fucking ignoramus. I really am. However, I do have a little bit of understanding when it comes to psychology, when it comes to the media, and when it comes to people being deliberately emotionally manipulated. And I just have to say this about the fucking Stop Kony 2012 campaign. In fact, I don't have anything to say. I have a question to ask. Have you all gone fucking mad? Has the world gone fucking retarded overnight? Everybody's reposting this fucking video. Did any of you twats, absolute fucking morons, stop and think for 1 second? What am I reposting? Who are these fucking people? Who is Invisible Children? Did any of you reposted that fucking video or commented on it? Oh, support from Milan, support from America, support from Birmingham. Did you actually fucking take the time to open another tab, go to Google Invisible Children and go past page 1? I bet you fucking didn't. What a fucking shower of morons we have out there right now. I mean, that's it for me. Humanity, go and fuck yourselves. Really? You're so fucking stupid, so fucking naive. What are you actually asking for? Do you even know who you're supporting, why you're supporting them, or what you're asking for? You're asking for military intervention in Africa, you fucking morons. Listen, call me a paranoid conspiracy theorist. I'll fucking wear the tinfoil hat if the hat fits, okay? They want Africa, right? They want it. They. Who's they? The Illuminati. They want Africa. Nigeria and Uganda have the largest untapped oil reserves in the fucking world. Nigeria's in their sights. You've only got to look at how Boko Haram is upping the ante down there in Nigeria and has recently just declared war on all Christians. That's a 50-50 Muslim-Christian country. They bomb the shit out of a load of churches on Christmas Day. This is like, I don't know what they call it, justifiable cause for an invasion, okay? Now, Uganda's on the cards as well, and call me a paranoid conspiracy theorist, but doesn't this look like a psyop to get nice, good, decent, middle-class people to demand a fucking invasion? And you'll sit there reposting it. You don't even think twice. You're actually doing what they want you to do. They know they can't just fucking march into another country, not after Libya. No, they can't do that. They know they can't use the regime change excuse again, especially in Africa. Why can't they use the... Richie, why can't they use the regime change excuse in Africa? Well, I'll tell you, because when fucking bellends were supporting the illegal invasion of Iraq Part 2, and we couldn't find weapons of mass destruction, everybody was rolling out the old, well, Saddam Hussein is a fucking mass murdering arsehole routine, which he was. Yet at the same time, people like me, people who aren't that well educated when it comes to geography, politics and history, were saying, if we're going to talk about human rights issues and carnage on a mass scale, Africa, if we really care, if we really fucking care about poor people being killed, whether they're black or brown or white or whatever, what about Rwanda? We did fuck all there. Millions of civilians were being slaughtered. We did nothing. So you want to sit there and go, oh, well, yes, no, it's about regime change. We need to get in there. It's about fucking oil, you retards, and you're playing right into their hands. And let me tell you why you're doing it. This is what pisses me off the most, is because you're emotional fucktards with no ability for critical thought whatsoever. This is what happened. You clicked open the video. Oh, everybody's posting this video. I'm going to check it out. You watch the sentimental music starts. It fades up from black. You see a slowly spinning, you know, a shot of the slowly spinning, peaceful looking earth. Then the nice man with the syrupy American voice says, here is my son. He's just been born. He has no choice about where he goes in life. Like all of us, because we're all the same. We're all just babies floating through the fucking universe. And somehow that gets converted to give money to Invisible Children. Let me just remind you, these people, Invisible Children, are wholehearted supporters of the Ugandan and Sudanese armies, who themselves have been accused of rape and of looting and of abusing people's human rights. You're supporting these people. That nice, wholesome white man, yes, that white man who's beating you over the head with a big fucking stick called white guilt. And listen, you don't have to be white to have white guilt. Anybody can have white guilt. It should really be called first world guilt, or middle class guilt, or privileged class guilt. You could be African and have lived in this country for 2 years and experience white guilt and have white guilt leveraged against you. Anybody can have white guilt. All it takes is that you haven't actually fed or given medicine to a starving child in a fucking poor country within the last 24 hours, and you can have that white guilt leveraged against you. Anybody can experience white guilt. So this man produces a video, the great white hope, the great white saviour. Look at these poor black children. Do you hate black children? Do you want black children to die and be kidnapped and be forced to fight in armies? You don't? Then give us some fucking money and repost this video. All this talk about raising awareness. What the fuck? What, like, we need awareness raised? What, you weren't aware? So you fucking nitwits who fucking reposted this shit on your Facebook and commented and liked, yay! You weren't aware there was a problem in Africa yesterday. You weren't aware there was a problem in Africa last week. You didn't know about children being forced to fucking fight in armies and fucking mine for diamonds and all of that 4 years ago. There's no excuse. It's been out there. It's been in mainstream media. Kanye West, he remixed his song Diamonds Are Forever to have a fucking verse in it about blood diamonds. And then there was the film Blood Diamond with the handsome Leonardo DiCaprio man in it. That was 4 or 5 years ago. You already fucking knew there was a problem. So why are you suddenly on this shit today? And this is what pisses me off the most. The reason why you're on this shit today is because you had your fucking heartstrings diddled by some stupid video, which was by the way, one of the most asinine, saccharine things I've ever seen in my fucking life. And if you fell for that Psyop's fucking propaganda bullshit, you are a fucking moron, and we'd be better off without you on the goddamn planet. You're ruining the gene pool with your festering feces-ridden shit. Feces-ridden shit. Anyway, it's nonsense. I watched the opening 2 minutes of that video, and I swear to Christ I thought I was watching the sequel to The Secret. You know, it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. We're like a fucking globe full of naive children. And there's people out there saying, oh, Richie, stop being so cynical. Maybe the nice white man has good intentions. Yeah, maybe he fucking does. However, if you actually spent more than 10 minutes doing your research, you'll find pictures of that nice white man, that nice wholesome guy with his wife and his child out there trying to do good for the poor black people. You'd find pictures of him posing with a fucking rocket launcher right next to the Sudanese army. You know, he's not that fucking wholesome. And these guys have been around for a while. Now, rather than me give you facts, let me ask you some questions. Who are invisible children? Who funds them? How are they regarded within the charity community? Do they have any kind of external auditing? These are all questions that you need to ask kids before you fucking repost their videos and before you give them any money. How much do they earn? This is a beautiful question to ask of any charity. How much does that charity, that non-profit organisation, earn a year, and how much is spent on salaries? It's in the multi-million-dollar region, okay? That's what they spend on their fucking salaries. Multiple millions of dollars every year. How much do they spend on filmmaking? Now, as I say, I'm not an expert in this fucking area, but I'm not the first person to say this. Making films and raising awareness, you're really not going to do that much fucking good. The people who actually understand the situation in Africa, especially in Uganda inside out, and that doesn't include me, those people who are experts in it, have said time and again in the fucking blogosphere, raising awareness is not what is required. In fact, what they're talking about, what is presented to you in that video, Stop Kony 2012, apparently is about 6 years old. Kony isn't even all that fucking active in Uganda anymore, and he hasn't been since 2006. Anyway, just the thought, not that it's going to do any fucking good, because none of you ignorant fucking sheeple seem to be capable of actually having any kind of thoughts or questioning anything. All you want to do is watch your emotional porn, get that little high, sit there going, oh boo-hoo, the internet made me weep. hold me, and then fucking rush off and repost it. You know you don't give a shit, you fucking hypocrites. You don't give a shit. You'll have forgotten about this next week. Within 7 days, you'll have forgotten about it. 7 days ago, you didn't give a shit. 7 days ago, any fucking one of you twats, if I tried to raise the issue of what was going on in Africa, you'd be like, so? I don't care. The only reason you care now is because some fucking video made you have a little fucking emo, weepy wank. That's all it is. It's fucking emotional masturbation for the masses, you buffoons.